he was like really excited about like how Mara has been introducing all these segments because they're like actually good, as opposed to like when we would be like, yeah, let's do this thing, and then we do it for like 2 weeks and we're like, that was fucking stupid. But like,
we're really funny, huh?
yeah. But he's like he just fucking loves the show, and he's like, if Chris or Mara are ever out, I would love to be like a guest.
Really?
On the show. I'm like, bro, you can just be a guest even if they're not out.
Yeah.
Like,
We got this whole ass empty chair.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope you are never out.
Right, because we're fucked
close-
if that's the case.
Close today. Close one.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, I went to urgent care today.
Oh God,
What the fuck?
happened?
I'm okay. Just my stomach was being weird, and I was doing my chart with my primary care doctor, and
Yep.
they were like, "Go to urgent care just in case," because they didn't have any
Oh.
appointments at my actual doctor.
Oh,
I was
Got
like,
it.
"God damn it!"
that makes sense.
That's why I only did the one.
kind of.
Did you just have to cheat?
Huh?
Do you have to do a poo poo?
Do you have to poop?
Oh, I took magnesium citrate yesterday,
What the fuck is that?
like, because I was feeling bad, so I took it's the poop elixir,
Oh,
Oh, I love that.
98 cents a bottle. Tastes
nice.
fucking
Yeah.
awful.
You
but
will.
Sounds awful.
I found out about it when I was getting surgeries. I was like, man, this makes you poop. There ain't
That's so
nothing
funny.
left in there.
Yo, this stuff is the shit.
This will make it so you form an island inside of.
Oh my God, that's so funny. It's like Pangea, but it's like Poogia.
Dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, absolutely.
It was
Nice.
funny. So when we were recording singing songs for
Yeah.
your family,
I told you she's fucking great at singing, isn't
I
she?
already knew. Yeah.
Allison?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways. So it was funny. So we had to use that mic, and it was like all loosey goosey. And I was like, yeah, that's fucking Alex's mic. It's because he jacks that thing around like a dick that owes him money every episode.
Is that what you said to
No.
my mother-in-law?
No.
Okay, good.
I did find out very quickly that Caitlin's humor versus their humor, very different.
Yeah.
Because Caitlin, I forget the joke that she made, but it was so like normal to me.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. But
Yeah.
both of them were like, "Oh, geez, Caitlin," and I was like, "What? No, don't shame her. This is where that should happen."
Well, she's just like I am in my family. She's like the doofus of her family. So like she doesn't get a lot of leeway.
Yeah.
Like they're just constantly ready to give her shit for stuff. And part of it is due criticism. Just like it is in my life, you know? Like Caitlin does doofusy shit and gets called on it. And I do doofusy fucking stuff all the time. That's why my family calls me a doofus all the time.
The best the only like real doofusy thing that she did was her and Allie were gonna sing a song, and they started and it sounded bad
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
And Caitlin was like, "No, do it normal." And Allie was like, "What do you mean? You know, like the normal way, how we do it." She was like, "That's what I was doing though." And what Caitlin was trying to say was she wanted Allie to do the melody.
And Caitlin do the harmony.
Yeah. Well, eventually do the harmony. It was an interesting way that they did it, but it was
What were
just
you guys doing? Guar covers or what's up?
country.
Yeah, it was for a specific thing.
It was for a specific thing.
that Allison can't go to, but like the family, I don't. Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh man, we're starting this one off as a banger.
Well, we did start off with poop.
Yes.
We did. Okay, all right, we're good then.
So
We're
one,
good.
one thing
I
that
just
was
want to be too out of form, you know.
that was
Like
funny
my
was
poop.
what's the mom? What's mom's name again?
Kelly.
Kelly. So Kelly, they were trying to pick the next song, and Allie said one, and Kelly goes, "Oh no, that one's too religious." And I was like, all of these songs have been talking about God and
No, too
Yeah.
religious. There's a happy medium.
one of them was like just straight up. What was it called? The old Iron Cross or something like that.
that could be anything.
The old iron
Like your-
lowercase t.
Troy,
Dude, that South Park episode with the Richards.
Oh,
Yeah. When Mr. Garrison leads the charge against the Richards, and because like the Tokens family is like the only rich family in South Park, and he feels like he's out of the loop with everything
okay.
because they always make fun of him for being rich. And then he like calls or puts an ad out for South Park and like real estate and stuff, and all the like these rich black celebrities start moving their families there. And they all have like really, really like pretentious, uppity, like speaking cadences and tones of voice, like when they're not talking as their like job or whatever. Like a wooden lowercase t and light it on fire and put it in Kobe Bryant's front lawn. And then Kobe opens the door and he's like, lowercase t for time to leave. And then at the very end, they all leave, and then it cuts off when Mr. Garrison is about to drop the N-bomb.
Nice.
It's like, at least we got all those, and then it cuts off.
So I went to to Modified declutter some shit because they have like this. It's not a hallway because they're like 3/4 walls.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
what would be a hallway?
Yep, I got what you're
Just
saying.
fucking stacks of furniture that they don't use anymore, and it looks ridiculous. So I was like, I've had enough. I'm fucking coming in. We're figuring this shit out. So I go in, I'm cleaning stuff out, and then I'm like, well, what else is going on? And there was like literally like the plastic that you use to paint, right? That you lay down.
Yes.
That they had just stuffed into a shelf. And I was like, this is garbage, right? The boss was like, yeah, we did some painting. I was like,
When?
yeah, exactly. I wanted to be like, what? Why? Why would you put it here? We have 3 fucking huge garbage cans that we could use. So anyways, going through that shit. And behind this door is the old banner that they don't use, which is the size of a fucking room. It's enormous. So I was like, all right, let's fucking get this out of here. Behind that were these 2 rolled up red flags. And I was like,
Oh, no.
I was so scared. Like,
sickle and hammer, sickle and hammer.
I was like, swastikas for sure. Because my boss goes, his name's Justin. Justin said, oh, yeah, one of Josh's clients gave that to him. And Josh's clientele are a little questionable sometimes. Which is interesting because he is actually like the perfect example of what we talk about all the time, which is who cares what you believe? Just be nice to everybody.
Yeah.
He gives no fucks about what it is you stand for. He doesn't care. Sit in the chair and he'll have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Excellent human being.
Yeah.
What comes along with that, though, is some wild shit.
Yeah. And sometimes when your guard is down because you just expect respect, and when the respect comes, you don't ask further questions, you get bombarded with things, potentially gifts of swastika flags.
Yeah. So we roll open the flags, and luckily they were just Fender guitar flags.
Oh, thank God.
But man, it was like silk too. So I'm like,
Oh,
this
God.
is a fucking Nazi flag for sure.
Dude, this is like not really even in the same vein, but it's sort of in the same vein. So, when I was in elementary school, I made friends with one of the kids who was in special ed. They would sit me next to him because I could actually talk to him, and I didn't get all bugged out because I was.
You spoke his language.
Yeah, well, and like when you're 10 years old, sometimes your ability to communicate with somebody who maybe has a disability or whatever, like it's not always super refined.
Oh,
But
sure.
I grew up around people who had disabilities. I never know if that's an okay word anymore, but anyway, so like I was comfortable with him. His name was Michael, super funny kid. He also had a rat tail, which I was like, mad respect for the rat tail. I don't think you even know that you have a rat tail, but it's great. With that came him, being more comfortable with me and being able to talk to me and whatnot. And I found out that some really not okay stuff happened at Michael's house when Michael was at home, because we had reading group, and our group, because of the way the room was oriented, we didn't have enough space for every group to be grouped up in the room. So 2 of the groups had to sit out in the hallway for reading group, and we were sitting out in the hallway, and he was out delivering mail to all the classrooms.
Oh.
And
Did he call it a special delivery?
no, it's so much worse. There's a black kid in our group. His name was Derek. And Michael comes walking up to me, and he leans down, he puts his hand on my shoulder, and he goes, "Hey, you know that guy's black, right?" And I was like, "Yep." And he was like, "All right, just checking." And then he just walked away. And I was like, what happens at Michael's house? And I was like, I'm still going to be nice to you, but I don't know, Michael.
That's such an interesting way of doing that, too.
I know. It was like literally, that's why I have never forgotten it.
No, that guy's black, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, whoa, dude. And the other 2 kids in the group were like, what do you guys talk about? You know, like somehow I'm indicted because, you know, it's like the proximity indictment. I'm like, fuck. We've never talked about blacks. I promise. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. It's fucked.
When I was in the throes of my watching atheist debates 24/7.
Oh, been there.
Same. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a really weirdly dark time in my life.
So I thought that I was like articulated.
Yeah.
Right. I had a friend who like loved that facet of me, and so he would comment with debate type questions instead of like just lol Jews. He would just
Oh, okay. So like on Facebook you would.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought you meant like in real life. Like yeah.
That'd be great if every time
like you raise a point and then half of your friends are like, haha, lol, Jews. And then one guy is like, you know, Chris, I was sort of thinking.
So I had commented about how somebody had an issue with a honky dating a black person. And I was like, it's so fucking insane because their reasoning was like, it's 2 different worlds. But actually, no. It's just love, guy. So I'm like expressing my disgust of this.
Yes.
Which I feel rightly so.
Yeah, absolutely.
His comment is like, I don't see the problem here. I'm like, what do you not see that everyone else sees? He's like, well, how am I supposed to know how this, how to interact with this guy's community? I've never been around that. I was never around black people. It's like, I don't know what to say to you, man.
This isn't the gorilla pen.
And then somebody else jumped in, one of his buddies, and was like, yeah, man, I'd be nervous if my daughter was dating a black guy, too. It's like,
Jesus, guys.
Y'all need to fuck off.
Oh, man. I don't understand that.
He wasn't allowed to say anything anymore.
Yeah, rightfully
be
so.
like, hey, guy. I
mean, it's one. It's one thing to silence somebody, which I'm always in this. It's a really tight line.
Just hit him with the angry react.
Oh God, does that
it didn't
weirdly
exist then?
Weirdly, that pisses people
shit.
off. Like it really gets under people's skin when you angry react. Like, what are you all mad about? You're like,
Isn't that weird when they comment with, hey, Daryl, what's the deal?
yeah, and you're like, these guys are having a sidebar in a Facebook conversation.
It is funny though.
Not even a conversation, a comment section.
It is like when you're talking to somebody and something funny is said, and somebody who can't help but hear what you guys are talking about, and then they giggle too.
Yeah.
It's like in that instance, the angry react would be like, ugh.
Yeah.
If you guys are talking and you heard someone go, ugh.
Yeah, you'd be like,
hey,
what's the deal?
What's going on, bud? Do you think that Hitler like studied Muslim stuff?
No.
Because he was like, they had a war.
Wasn't he like non-religious?
Yeah.
Like, because like he wasn't Catholic.
He was, but for ulterior motives. It was like it's like how Michelangelo went to the church to get funds to be able to do his art.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that or not, but
Yeah, well, and there's the whole Robert Langdon Da Vinci Code. Like, what's the other one? Angels and Demons. The whole Illuminati thing in Angels and Demons, where he's like, Michelangelo was fucking Illuminati.
oh, I mean, I don't know if he was Illuminati, but
Well, nobody knows if anyone's actually Illuminati.
For sure.
I'm just saying, like, he was involved in the church,
yes, exactly.
but like, only because they were hunting down people like him that spoke out against the church. So he joined the church
Right.
to not be.
Well, on
killed.
top of that, they had, they were the only ones doing, God, what's the fucking word? Like when you go, grant. They were the only one doing like grants. So they would commission an art piece.
Right.
But it would-
Didn't he do the Sistine Chapel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is such a fucking insane thing to think about.
Yeah,
Drew a bunch of dicks on it.
he did.
Yeah, he did. They loved drawing penises back then, but they drew some small penises back then.
Well, yeah, because how awkward would it be if you were rock hard when somebody was doing a stencil of you?
Sir, I don't know how you're maintaining this erection for this long, but you might have to call poison control because if your erection lasts for longer than 4 hours.
I know he's a sculptor, but you don't have to be rock hard when you do it.
We're carving you out of rock, but you don't have to be rock hard.
Is this how you want to be represent? This how you want me to represent?
I mean, I will say, it looks good. Less anteatery on the penis.
Yeah, and they didn't have climate control, so
Right.
being naked,
Right.
it's gonna ice you right up.
Yeah. Well, one or the other. You know, if it's really hot, your bag is going to be... That's going to be some tender work on the granite just to have to
They're making
stretch
requests.
that fucking nutsack out so far.
Like, can you make this not like this? They're like,
It looks like he
Got
gets
it.
stepped on by an anteater.
Wait, what?
I don't know why I said anteater. I was trying to think of something heavy, and then
Looks like an
Yeah.
anteater.
that's what an uncircumcised penis looks like, is
Right.
an anteater. And so that was just still in my brain. I was going to say elephant, but
Ah,
there was I think this is actually in Angels and Demons, so this isn't like a fucking Petra trivia fact that I just some random bullshit that I know, but there was like some, I don't know, it was like King Henry or something chopped out, or it was either him or one of the popes chopped off all the penises on the statues, and then they put fig leaves over them.
Oh, yeah.
Because they didn't, it was like during that time when like anything phallic was like considered like overly sexual, and it was like going to make women too horny, so they like covered everything phallic.
Pretty weird.
That's why tablecloths exist.
how many people just got really into fig leaves? As a result.
Just girls just rubbing their bean with fig.
Oh, you know how like
Sorry
somebody would
about
be
the
like
noise.
do some role play.
Yeah.
What would you like? And they just hold up these fig leaves. What do you want me to do with those? Just cover that up.
Do you think the guy who invented the fig Newton was staring at an old sculpture of Isaac Newton with his penis chopped off and a fig leaf over it and thought, fig Newtons?
100%.
I've seen that how it's made.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it a History Channel one, or is it a...
It's
Because
on
there was
YouTube-
like...
the YouTube channel.
Oh.
I'm making this up. I don't know what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking
Oh,
about.
okay. Because there was that show Unwrapped with Mark Summers. You guys remember that show?
Is that like
It was-
is that the
It was like the behind the scenes of making
behind
mass producing food.
Oh, the raw dogging.
Yes, that Food Network show where Mark Summers would just pan the camera around alley corners and watch dudes fucking dudes without condoms. Who's hungry?
I've watched those. I've watched so many How It's Made things. The guy's voice, the voiceover
In
guy,
How It's Made, like the actual show How It's Made.
the chocolate hits the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
And then moves. And I'm like, you suck, but this is fascinating.
Yeah, it's a
The
real
movie
double.
phone guy.
It's a real double-edged sword.
I don't know. He sounds like
Now playing at Monticello.
Hmm?
The first stretch limousines, built around 1928, usually transported big bands and their musical equipment.
Hey, so as I
We got
told
Loki.
my friends and your friends before the show, who I love very much, and expect the same respect that I give them in return. But I disrespected them this past week, and I did not catch up on Loki. The image that Mara has made is relevant to what I have watched, and I'm trying really hard not to laugh at it because I'm trying to make this a serious moment for me. I apologize. I'm only through season 1, episode 3.
Look how excited Movius is.
But god damn it, is it good. It's really, really good.
Yeah. That's one of those trick jet skis, too.
it's from the
It's
game.
actually called a Wave Runner.
It's from the game Wave Race 64.
That game kicked
Ew.
ass.
I loved it so much.
Like, wasn't it made by the same people who made like Cruisin' and also
Might have been, yeah.
Off-Road Challenge?
Sounds,
Do you remember Off-Road Challenge?
Yes.
That game was rad.
I was really into cruising though. I really like the arcade cabinets.
Oh yeah, so good, and like really easy.
Did you hear that
totally, yeah.
that nerd language, though? Arcade cabinets.
Well, it's not. I mean,
What would you call it?
arcade game. I mean, it's.
I know. That's why I was impressed. I was like, they are cabinets.
She's smarter than us. What do you want me to say?
Oh, I idolized arcades when I was a kid. That's like I always
Did
wanted
you
to
ever go
spend
to
my
Up,
time
Down?
there. No.
We should go sometime as a group.
Go to where?
Up Down, in Uptown.
Up, down, and uptown?
You've never been to Up Down?
I don't think so.
Holy fuck!
Is this another porn thing?
Do you
I
know what
know.
it is?
It's probably a barcade.
Is it
It
a barcade?
is. It is.
Is
but
that I think they do tournaments for a B game there.
it's fucking amazing. Their pinball games are so good. They have the South Park game.
All right, I have a couple of metrics here. Did it have the moving afterburner cabinet?
I don't know.
All right, that's one off the list. So it can't be too rad yet. And did it have the 2-screen X-Men side-scrolling fighting game?
The one where you like stand next to the person, and you have like the
There's,
stick
like-
in the.
There's like 2 CRT monitors, and then there's like 6 characters you can choose from, and then it's like a side-scrolling
Yes.
beat 'em up.
I think so.
Okay,
They also have the Simpsons
worth
one.
it.
So
Oh,
good.
never mind. It is really really rad.
The Simpson one is one of my favorite arcade
Yeah.
games ever. But they have the Addams Family pinball. They have the South Park pinball. They have the Metallica pinball. Those are all like some of the rarest pinball
Oh,
machines in
wow.
the world.
Like, what year did that one come out? The Metallica one.
I thought it was like 95.
Wow.
All right, so it can be kind of sick.
There's a whole like series of pinball games under the Pinbot.
Yeah, I have
Realm?
that for Nintendo.
Okay, so Pinbot is incredible. One of the greatest pinball games I've ever played. I fucking love that game. But
She's an
Growing up,
down girl.
for my dad's 40th birthday, my mom like saved a whole bunch of money and bought my dad a pinball machine for his birthday. She got him Jackbot, which is the casino version of Pinbot. And then there's like Mrs. Pinbot or Lady Pinbot, I think is what it's called. But I think they have a Pinbot game too.
Just having a good time.
I was going to say, that dude's having a fucking blast.
Dude, it's a really cool place actually.
Looks great.
But the one problem that I have with it is how fucking constantly packed it is. It's super annoying. That's the one thing that gets me super hung up. Other than that, like, they've got some good ass games there.
Oh, yeah. So, Loki.
Yeah, so the TVA cops, right? They even tortured Loki.
Yeah.
Absolutely abysmal people. They
Yeah.
tortured him. He got hit. How many times do you think he got hit in the nuts?
Well, wait.
Are these spoilers?
Oh shit.
That was a
That
spoiler.
wasn't.
It
that
was,
was
but
4?
it wasn't.
Well, I don't.
It was
really,
number 4.
That was in episode 4.
I don't feel spoiled, by the way.
Yeah.
That didn't come across spoilery.
it-
Oh, okay.
It doesn't really have
Loki
anything
getting
to do
hit in
with
the balls doesn't move the timeline.
Honestly,
forward
that's
for
just
me.
like it's character development.
Okay. Okay.
It is like by the end of that
No,
torturing sequence.
I know,
The
but
thing-
I like to imagine somebody kneeing you in the nuts and being like, "This is character development."
Yeah.
You're gonna be a better person. I do. Because I don't want to dictate these conversations. That's what sucks for me about having not watched it is like I know there's stuff that you guys really want to talk about, and now you feel like you can't, and I feel like a dick for it.
No,
But
I just don't remember what's in each episode because I watched it straight through.
Okay. Because episode 2, I think episode 2 is the one where Loki like really gets invested in actually trying to help, and then he like sits down with Mobius, and Mobius is eating that salad, and he uses that metaphor about Pompeii and everything.
Right.
Fucking brilliant metaphor.
Yeah.
That was the moment where I was like, oh, this is better than every Marvel movie ever.
And then, because then that's when he figures out that Sylvie's hanging out in apocalypses.
Yes.
I love that so much.
So
it's
good.
genius.
It's great.
Like, and the writing. Like, go ahead. You were going to say something.
I was just going to say that, like, that's very cool, but then if you think about doing it, that's very depressing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know
But to like write that in, you know what I mean? To like
Yeah.
make that this, like it takes, it's one thing to like view TV as like its own separate entity, you know, whatever, it's entertainment. You can like be a part of the world in your own mind and be impressed by what the characters are doing. But when you like remove that fourth wall and you're like, somebody thought up all this shit and it's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Like that's, of course that's what Loki would do.
Yeah.
To hide out, you know? Or a Loki, I should say. That's the perfect under the radar move.
Mm-hmm. You know what Landon said after today's episode that I was like, holy shit. He goes, what if a Loki is behind all this?
Dude, I was thinking the same thing.
Really?
Yeah. I had the exact same thought. That's really funny.
You're talking about like the TVA thing? Because I
Yeah.
had that thought in episode 3.
Okay, so everyone's kind of is on the same page.
Because
Because wouldn't it be fucked?
Yeah.
well, when I had that thought was when he was fighting Sylvie at the Golden Doors,
Oh.
and like they both want the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they fighting right now?
Yes.
Because it's not part of the plan for them to go in there. And like it would be so him as the god of mischief to essentially be torturing every person that's every variant that's in the TVA just as a little side project.
Yeah. Have you seen that meme where Thor's like, what are you? And Loki's like, a god. And then he's like, but what gender are you? And Loki goes, chaos. And Thor's like, but what's between your legs? And Loki goes, mischief.
That's funny.
So fucking good.
Yeah, I don't know, because like, there's a strong like dislike of the self developing in that show.
Yeah.
So Loki's taking it out on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's the shitty ending where it's just a ripoff of Jet Li's The One. Where you got to get rid of every version of yourself so you can become the most popular or the most powerful one.
Oh, like fucking Highlander. There could only be one.
What's the situation with Loki and Sylvie where you're at?
I want him to fuck so bad.
Because that's what I was thinking about. I was like, that is like, if I thought about it, it's like the ideal incest situation. And I also thought that for sure this is going to end up on Pornhub. As its own category.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
It already is.
And this is what
No chance it's not on porn.
Clones fucking each other.
So many e-girls and e-boys have tried to jump on that.
So I have the one I have in mind is it starts out we're just tracking Morpheus, right?
Mobius.
Morpheus. I know what I said.
Once you take it, you can't go back.
They're the same person.
There's no going back.
Yes, Mobius.
There's no going back.
And he just like pops into one of the time pad rooms or whatever they're called.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yep.
And then they're in there, and like Loki's just 4 knucks deep in Sylvie, and then he just goes, "Wow,
Wow.
So Caitlin and I have been doing this like trade-off. I pick a movie, she picks a movie. I pick a movie, she picks a movie thing.
Okay.
Which is really just mostly mandated by me. Like, because I feel bad because when it comes to like certain things, she's very dominant when it comes to decision making. But then with other things, it's the opposite. And I don't particularly love that about our relationship. Like, I think, like, for her to feel like we're doing things that she wants to do also.
Mm.
So, like, if it's too late for us to go do something and we're going to watch a movie, I'm like, you pick it. I don't give a fuck what we watch. And then I try my best not to make fun of it the whole time. And I've noticed, like, if I don't go into it thinking this is going to be fucking stupid and I'm going to have so many opportunities to make fun of this, I generally enjoy what we watch.
Okay.
So she picked this Amanda Bynes movie that's like based on Snow White. It's called Sydney White. It's from like early 2000s, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Late 2000s, I should say, when she was like, before she was like Amanda Bynes, you know?
With face tattoo?
Yeah, crazy. Sad that
Yeah,
she
I was
went
gonna
down. Yeah,
say.
not trying to be a dick.
V bipolar.
Yeah. And mostly brought on by like producers and executives and her parents,
Oh,
like
100%.
completely ruining her life. But so it was a really dumb movie. It's super dumb.
Yeah.
I mean that's unavoidable. But it was entertaining. It was funny. Like there were a lot of like really awesome references to Snow White.
Okay.
I mean, it's based on that movie, so like there's like an evil queen character.
Can we get a visual on Sydney White?
Yeah, you can just look up Sydney White the movie, or not.
Never mind.
Thanks, Mara.
Why can't we just edit that in? We're just gonna edit that one in.
Okay.
But there's one part in the movie that fucking killed me. So she's like getting ready for her first date with like Prince Charming guy,
Okay.
and the dwarves, like her nerdy friends that she lives in this rundown house with, are like helping her pick out her outfit. But they're all these like super dorks that have never talked to a girl before. And she's like the hot girl that moved in with them kind of thing. And so she's like,
Oh, that's American Pie.
I remember seeing the cover of this at work.
so
I had no idea that's what it was about.
So she comes out wearing like a pantsuit, and she goes like, "What do you guys think?" And one of the guys, like he essentially is like Happy the dwarf,
Okay.
and he's like, "It's terrible. You look like Barbara Walters." It's like one of the best lines. It's the guy on the lower half on the far right.
Oh, that
That
guy.
guy.
Dude, Sam Levine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dude, this cast kind of rules.
it was a pretty good
Because
movie.
you got this
actually.
dude too from Buffy the Vampire
Yep,
Slayer.
and then the guy that's top row, third one over to the right, he's the guy who blows shit up with his mind and Accepted.
Wow.
And then it's a pretty. I was really impressed with how much I laughed at that movie. Like, there's some really funny parts.
Does one of them have narcolepsy?
He's sleepy,
Right.
but it's the guy that's top left. He's an exchange student that's from halfway around the world, so his sleep schedule's all fucked up. But he's the whole bit is he's lived there for 3 years, so like it shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Okay, that kind of rules.
Yeah. And then the guy below him is the Shy, whatever the name of the Shy.
The
dwarf
Shire.
is. Nah, I don't think that's it.
Are you sure?
But he like talks through that puppet, and there's a part where like one of the girls, they're like at this party, one of the girls says something about yeah. One of the girls like says something about how they're gonna go outside and get naked in the hot tub, and he has the dog, and he just goes. The dog's like, it's
Oh, I
really
got it.
funny. And then Grumpy is, I don't know. Anyway, it's a pretty funny movie. So then what I chose for the first movie was Jurassic Park because she had never seen that.
Oh, wow.
She had so many like poignant questions that I was like, you're not supposed to be asking these. Like, you're making me question whether or not I like this movie. Like, there was one part where they were like in the car, you know, like when they're in the Jeep and the Tyrannosaurus chasing after them.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, why don't they just drive faster? And I'm like, they can't. She's like, they totally can. They're going like 35 miles an hour. Like, just step on the gas. Like, you don't have to worry about getting eaten, you know?
Weren't those vehicles initially on like tracks?
No, that was one of the Ranger vehicles and that was like the whole thing where I was like, in my brain, I'm thinking like, this is one of the Explorers that they put. No, it's not. It's a Jeep that is not on a track.
Well, I saw it in theaters, and to this day, right now, I didn't even think of that.
Right.
Why would you think of that?
That's really funny.
Why would you think of why go faster?
Yeah.
Well, because Tyrannosaurus Rex, they say like
It's raining though.
but like in the movie, they say they can't go any fast. They run as fast as 35 miles an hour. So like she says like, why don't they just go faster? And I'm like, fuck off. Like, what are you doing?
No, that kind of rules.
I know.
hilarious.
It's based as hell.
It is, yeah.
But then, so the big question she asked, where I was like, fuck me, this kind of ruins. It didn't ruin anything. I still love the movie so much because the first time I saw it, it was not in theaters, but.
Well, yeah, because you would have been like 1 year old.
Right. Actually, I wasn't born when it came out, but
93?
yeah, it came out in March of '93. I'm pretty sure, and I was born
June.
in June. Yeah.
Came out in June.
Oh, what day?
Well, you can find out.
Oh,
Dude, you might be the same age.
Oh my god. But so so the first time I saw it, I was like 7 years old because I loved the Land Before Time movies
Mhm.
and I loved dinosaurs. And my parents were like, "All right, you can watch this with us." And I was like 7.
Is that the Samuel L. Jackson in the first one?
Yeah,
June
so,
11th.
So I wasn't even out of the ute.
Very close.
Very close. So she said, like at one point when they're like going through the process of like resetting the whole system and all that, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
She's like, why do they have 50 scientists and one IT guy? I was like, fuck me.
It's like Windows 93.
I know, but just to think of all the systems that are involved and they have one IT guy. It's like the most technologically advanced anything ever.
Didn't they have 2?
Well, Dennis and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
But Dennis is the actual, like, systems operator guy. Like, he actually writes all the code.
That day.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Like, they're not like up full running yet, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the park has everything it needs except a team that can actually control the park. It's like, when you...
It's automated. See, that's the problem. It's capitalism. They wanted to like automate all the systems
yeah.
and save money
Well,
on
they
IT.
didn't hire any Indian guys.
Well, they did, but they're you had to call. It was a call center. So they're calling them up like, "Yo, the dinosaurs are out."
Thank you for calling Comcast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You gotta cut that. That's so racist.
Okay, so which dinosaur is it? Okay, that's not my department, so I'm going to transfer you.
I'm going to pull up your account real quick. What is your... I have to ask a security question.
That's a level 1.
I have to ask a security question in order to get your answer. So, what was your father's first car? I don't fucking know, man. Okay, the correct answer was a Mazda Miata. I will ask you another question. What is your mother's maiden name? Okay, I ran that bit into the ground. But
That's okay.
But yeah, so that was
That would be an absolutely
Were you
hilarious
just like
sketch.
the IT call center people for Jurassic Park. Oh my god, that's funny. Can somebody write that down? We're literally recording. I'm a moron. That's so good. Okay.
Great film, still looks good.
Yeah.
I watched a whole documentary on why it still looks good.
Yeah, what's the deal?
Just they're more clever. They didn't like they weren't like jerking off CG like
Yeah.
everyone did after
Yeah.
that. There's like put the CG on the screen. Like they were doing clever lighting and still doing practical effects. Like they still had a real model for a lot of the stuff. Like
Yeah. Well, like the Triceratops is a model.
yeah,
That was Steven Seagal, right?
yeah. That played
they
the
just laid Steven
Triceratops.
Seagal down and Sam Neill just went and laid on
On
Steven
his
Seagal's belly. I can't not watch that scene and think of the gif of Jeff Goldblum when he's like breathing in the basement of that control room or whatever, and they have Sam Neill like over top of him doing the because Jeff Goldblum's like
That's right, yeah.
shirtless, his like shirt's open and he's breathing all weird and he's like up
Oh,
on his
yeah,
side
yeah,
and they
yeah,
just
yeah.
put Sam Neill from the Triceratops. It's so funny. But dude, it really does hold up. But I think what holds up best about it is it's not even just the CG for me. It's like like you were saying, they didn't overdo it. It's like there's just enough of it to make you believe that it's there. But they're, like you said, they're not flexing. Because even the second and third one, they're way too aggressive with
Yeah,
the
it was-
quantity
It
of
blew up.
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I mean, they got real cocky. The second one is so bad. Oh my
I saw that
god!
in theater too.
Do you see the ones with Chris Pratt?
No, I haven't seen.
I
either
saw
of
the
those.
first one of those.
How was that?
It was a Jurassic Park movie. I don't know.
That's like it scares me to watch it because like I'm teetering on the point where I'm like they're starting to taint the.
It's like, yeah,
First
one?
I don't need any more of those movies.
They should have only
good.
done one.
Yeah.
The story wrapped up. It was over. You didn't
Whoa.
I
have to.
kind of like the third one.
Well, they
honestly.
Isn't there like an egg hatching at the very end?
No,
I think that was Alien.
they created that is
Godzilla.
Alien.
Oh, Godzilla, that's right,
fucking
yeah.
Godzilla with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
That was the biggest cliffhanger to not have a sequel for? The fuck, man?
Well, that's how Godzilla keeps coming back. You know?
No, I know, but like,
It's just one egg every 3,000 years.
They just look exactly the same.
Yeah.
that one made me so bummed because they had the best.
The movie made me bummed. Oh, okay, the song was fire. Yeah, that's true. But that Led Zeppelin and Puff Daddy crossover.
Gojira.
That is maybe the best scene of the new one. Not like the new one, like King of Monsters and all that shit.
You're talking about with the Japanese guy who
Yeah.
I could listen to that dude talk.
He is
for
so good.
years.
He is so good in everything he's in. Inception.
Oh yeah,
He's so good at Inception.
I love the way he speaks.
Well, and he's like, it's so deliberate.
Yeah,
Like the way he says Godzilla there. We were all, I went with like 9 people and we all got really stoned beforehand. And we were just sitting in a row. And when that happens, when he like turns around and he like looks off in the distance and the camera like close up to him and he does the Godzilla. We were all like, yes! We were so excited.
that was such a pivotal moment. Okay,
Profound lyrics for "Come With Me" by Puff Daddy. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I know we're gonna have to cut this out, but
Yeah. Yeah. And then
yeah.
so that is the song that was in the
Godzilla.
soundtrack.
Yeah. You're
Damn.
thinking of Brain Stew, and then later on,
Is that the
Papa-
one where
Oh.
they use that riff?
No, it's in the Papa Roach song in 2000. It came out. The Cut My Life into Pieces.
Cut my life into pieces.
Last Resort.
This is my
What's
last
the Green Day song I'm
resort.
thinking of? Can you play it?
When I come around.
No, it's a. I wish you would step back from that ledge. I tried doing that joke to the ladies last night, and they all looked at me like, "No, those aren't the lyrics." And I was like, "Guys,
I know.
guys, third eye blind." And Caitlin was like, "They don't know." I was like, "Fuck." You're right. This is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, this riff is then in Last Resort, but they do this na 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 na.
Oh my god, that's such a ripoff.
Right? Isn't this the Led Zeppelin riff, basically?
No.
No, not even close.
Such a banger. You know what
Yeah,
else
great
is a
song.
banger? Is fucking. Do you guys remember Victory by Puff Daddy?
Yes.
Maybe not.
Alex, this used to get me so fucking hyped to play T-ball. It was unreal.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who doesn't? Okay. So the second movie that Caitlin picked was How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Dude, that was the first thing I was going to say.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I was like, why are you so excited? Not horrible.
I am offended that you would say that.
What do you mean?
I hate that movie so fucking much. It's unbearable.
I thought the premise was actually pretty original.
Why does it take 10 days? You just kick him in the sack?
Do you know what that premise is?
No.
It's the same as I'm going to turn the nerdy girl into a hot girl, like The Steps. And
No.
then they find out that it was a bet.
No.
That
The
was
whole premise is that it's from both sides. That's why it got me.
But that's
Because I
it's
was like,
still-
I've seen the one-sided play on this.
okay.
But to have both sides, that's where I was like, oh shit, like that's
if
actually
only
pretty
one of
original.
these is happening, no.
So it's-
Two?
He's all
Well,
that.
I know, but that's when
He's all that.
I hadn't
Gotcha.
seen that before. I mean, I thought it was pretty brilliant.
That's actually a good point. Okay, so in the 90s, they did it every
Every
fucking
movie was
summer.
that.
It was
Every rom-com was, here's a girl or guy that we're going to recreate in the image of beauty in society, and then it's all going to come crashing down.
And
But
then-
oh wait, they're still going to be in love. And then
You know what song would play for the trailer?
Wonderwall by Oasis.
This is the story of a girl
Yeah.
who had a river and drowned the whole world.
Yeah.
Every summer.
Yeah. But this one, he was in it for the wrong reasons, and she was in it for the wrong reasons. And in spite of that, they still had their weird meeting on a bridge.
And then
That's the one part of the movie that drove me fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
Bullshit. That was my best McConaughey impression ever.
that's some bullshit.
Okay, that was Bill Clinton
That's him.
sucking
in the
off
morning.
McConaughey.
What do you think Todd Grande would think of this movie?
He'd probably be like, the saddest part is that they're not even aware of how bad this movie is. This trope has been used so many times, and I don't know. I'll see what's Todd Grande is too good for
So good.
that guy's too
An
good.
ascendant being.
I tagged him in a thing, hoping that he would fucking come on.
He's a content
He has
monster.
he has Instagram, Dr. Todd Grande.
He is a
Come
doctor.
on, man.
The fact that you would message me is the most disturbing part.
Yeah. He is a doctor, but he's
What the fuck is he a doctor of?
psychologist.
Brains.
Yeah, but he's also an entertainer.
Yes.
He is the Dr. Pimple Popper we actually needed.
Wow. That lady went off the rails.
Yeah, I don't know that the rails ever existed for her.
To create a TV show around pimple popping.
It's not.
No.
It's not though.
She had one. She had a TV show.
I watched like an entire season of it. They're never pimples.
They're like,
they're cysts.
They're not even cysts. I forgot what they're even called. It's like a P word or something.
Paginas.
Dr. Pussy Popper. She just walks in and just starts twerking that little kitty. Yeah, no, I just it's society's bad with her, is what I'm saying. Like, society didn't need her, but we demanded it.
Can you imagine everyone? You remember when they were banging pots and pans at 7:00 for COVID? Imagine
Yeah.
if everyone realized it at the same time, and at 7 they opened their doors and went, "Oops."
Hey, our bad for a month, right? Yeah.
Lipoma.
Oh
They're
yeah.
all lipomas.
But still, I mean, the fact that she has a show.
It looks like a chicken cutlet, and they're like, and she's like, "Look at it. You need to look at it."
It's so fucked.
No, I'm fine.
Ah.
But like, it's this whole. It's like we fetishized people's like really, really unfortunate situations, which we do all the time.
Yeah.
But we did it with like the grossest thing, you know? Like pretty soon we're gonna have like Dr. Feces look her through her, and it's just gonna be a guy
I'd
who's
watch
like
that.
just gonna be mashing poop in his hands and be like, looks like somebody had
Poop into
corn.
the sieve.
Yeah.
You just reminded me about the weirdest dream that I had.
Oh, I love it. Bring it
I
on.
had a dream that a prank show hired a Kim Kardashian lookalike to make a video about her new cleansing thing.
Oh no.
Where she has like this little trough where she takes her feces, dumps it in there, and then mashes it through this grater, which filters it and then becomes the perfect cleanser for detoxing. And convinced like 3 women to shit into this thing,
Oh my
and then
This was a dream? That's very articulate. That's really good.
That's just
so fucking funny.
You just read that in Goop.
Fucking
yeah, I
goop.
don't know. Oh, we're doing brats now.
Look at you.
Somebody's in charge.
You know what I've noticed?
Honestly, thank God.
When we're going on for too long, I'll see while I'm editing, I'll see her jingling the thing, but we can't hear it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have the skull jar.
So it's funny when I'm editing and I see, hey, she thinks we should shut the fuck up, like right now.
This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by the THX intro sound, the only way to make sure everyone in the theater is awake and also fucking terrified.
That shit slaps.
When we brought the kids, like when they were little, to movies,
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
They did not fuck around. They were like, we're the sound people. We're going to show you.
we're sound guys.
Yeah.
This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by Topanga's Tasty Treats, made with the milk from her teats.
Oh, my God, Chris. You really get us into hot water with the Topanga talk.
Too much? She's a mom now.
I know, Chris.
Current
but-
day Topanga.
Yeah,
But-
you're the one with the perv mind. Get out of there, elementary school, man. Do you have a hall pass? Get the fuck out of here.
This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by saying cute when someone catches a fish, but secretly being impressed.
Huh?
I don't know.
Have you never done that?
No.
Or heard someone say that?
No. I guess I'm confused by the angle.
Someone going, oh, cute, like patronizing?
Oh, okay. Okay. Shitting on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in your mind, you're like, God damn it, that fish is fucking huge.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've never done that.
Also, when people hold the fish,
Yeah.
I'm like, always, my mind goes, I can fit my balls in there.
Well, yeah, it depends on the fish for sure. For sure. But most fish you wouldn't want to put your bag in there. They got little teeths.
How do you say most fish?
Wait, what?
That implies that there's some fish.
Yes, we just have to find them.
Like you've run through all the fish and you
Does a
figured it
bass
out.
have teeth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, kind of they do, but not really. They're
Uh-huh.
like their lips are sticky.
Oh, I just
So
thought
it's
you
like
meant,
if somebody's into a little pain.
I thought you meant like some of them were good at it and some were not
Oh.
great at it.
This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by Back Alley Baklava. Not really baklava. Okay, food.
Or food.
I mean,
Or food.
Come on, look at that thing.
Let's not.
That's a K.
It is, but but read it. Why would it? Okay.
Take two. I thought it was like
Every
not
fucking week with this guy.
not really baklava or food, but it's 50 cents and you are hungry.
That was about as funny as the last one.
Thanks.
Did you have baklava recently?
No. But I got yelled at once for yelling baklava. My mom said it was racist, and it literally isn't.
Did you call someone baklava?
No, I just yelled baklava in the parking lot.
Baklava!
Yeah, in Wisconsin Dells.
Do you think Waka Flocka likes baklava?
I hope so. I mean, I hope everyone does. Have you ever had baklava? It's fucking great.
So it's just like your favorite word.
Yeah, it's a great word,
Okay.
great dessert.
It's just always in your mind.
And it like the name doesn't do the food justice at all. It's like calling something snot and it being delicious. This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by Day Don't Care. Drop your kids off at the door and we'll take care of them. Probably.
That
That's
is
pretty great.
awesome.
That's Amara
Yeah, that was
for Blurb. Well done.
This episode of the Dude Absolutely podcast is brought to you by Taco Tuesday, a weekly invitation to attend Diarrhea Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
That's good.
I was pretty excited about it.
Oh, I love it. Well, now I'm bummed mine's the last one because this one sucks.
Let's edit it around.
This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by Battletoads, the necklace defenders of awesome.
Suffered from a good read.
I want a Battletoads necklace now.
Ooh. I like
Suck on my
it.
paper scraps.
Hey.
Yes. Baklava.
Balaclava. That's the thing I always confuse.
Balaclava.
It's like a mask or something. I don't know.
I thought it was just a ball of clava.
Fight about it, bitch.
I feel pretty good about this, actually. Like, last week, I was in dire straits. I mean, I was resorting to literally sucking you off.
But we got a tie last week, so you did something pretty
Yeah.
good.
I don't know how, but like this week, I feel like I can actually make an
So
argument.
the way that Justin pointed it out is that Daffy is invincible. He's been shot how many times, never truly dies.
Yeah, that's a good point. That he's got that cartoon life
Mm-hmm.
where no matter how many times Elmer Fudd blows his fucking brains out.
As long as Porky Pig says that's all, folks, that's the reset for Daffy.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and Daffy's been through some shit. Too many anvils have hit his skull.
Yeah.
I saw the episode of today where the people whose heads are asses and they talk
Oh,
like
God,
Daffy Duck. South Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe voted for the award-winning Xenomorph.
Wow.
Thanks, Juan.
All right, you go first. I went first last time. It was a fucking bummer.
All right. I am Yarmir Yager
Oh yeah.
with Chantix.
This is Yarmir Yager for fucking Chantix. My favorite player growing up was Yarmir Yager for fucking Chantix.
Where's he from again?
The Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
I think at the time it was Czechoslovakia though when
Ah.
he was born, because he was He was boned. He was kind of boned.
He
about
definitely
where
got
was born.
boned.
But I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
God, that's a
Yarmir
good
Yager.
He has.
Oh man, there's even better ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jesus.
He also had
Whoa!
yeah, dude. He had the greatest celebration ever.
Is
dude.
he Marge Simpson?
Incredible.
He looks like
Don't break his
he-
heart.
He
How
looks
the fuck did
His
he do
achy,
that?
breaky
It's
heart.
so high up.
he looks like if Gerald from Hey Arnold just walked through a wind tunnel and it just
got
blew
knocked
blew
over.
all his hair over the back of his head.
His hockey helmet is a blow dryer.
Dude, he's like his celly that he used to do was so fucking awesome. He would literally just turn to the crowd and sheath his stick like a sword.
Oh yeah.
Like he would
Celly?
score celebration. He would
Oh.
score. He would
Celly.
score a goal, and then he would turn, and he would sheath his stick. Like he'd put his hand, and, go, and then he would salute the crowd.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, badass. And he scored a lot. So, like, yeah, I think he's like third all time now.
Well, he's got the Chantix helping him
Fucking-
score.
For fucking Chantix. This is Yarmir Yager for fucking
This
Chantix.
Yarmir Yager for fucking Chantix.
All right, I'm gonna say the actual name of said because I feel like this goes better with his actual personality. And I okay. So I'm the crocodile hunter Steve Irwin
Ooh.
with a shit-stained couch cushion.
Oh.
And the reason this is so good is because he's never grossed out by his own weapon. This dude is fucking fearless.
It's true.
He will wield that thing like a sword.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't give a fuck. There's shit poop crap stains all over it. Don't care.
Yeah.
Can smack you around.
He's been shit on by so many animals.
He's been in animal shit. I'm sure of it. Yeah. He slept on the foot of an elephant thinking it was a tree trunk at one point and got the morning dew all over himself.
Nice.
Tail goes up, poop comes down.
Yeah.
Piles. Feet
we're-
high.
And we're not talking about the up, down, and up, down.
No.
Different up,
No,
down.
we're talking about tails and anuses. Yeah, I think Steve Irwin with a shit-stained couch cushion is a nearly unbeatable. I mean, look at the way he wields that gator in the picture second from the right. Looks like a fucking AK-47.
Wow. You're absolutely right.
He's giving that one like a German suplex.
He's fearless. He's fucking fearless. And you know what? His offspring are fearless.
Yeah.
God, those kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a stunning group, too.
Yeah.
Steve, that guy, Steve, you're a fucking maniac, dude.
Yeah.
Is that a black adder? And he's just like holding it in the face of his beautiful wife?
Looking absolutely insane.
Do you think
Yeah.
he had CTE?
I don't know. I feel like he was so passionate about life and nature that like and he found the perfect partner to go through that journey with. We're getting off track.
Yeah.
He'd fucking kill you with the shit-stained couch cushion.
I mean, he won't, because fucking Yarmir Yager.
Yeah, but Yarmir was a finesse guy.
Oh, he never fought?
I mean, you fight. You're
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like, he was never a get dirty.
Oh, look at that shirtless photo. Give me that. What's up? See them tits?
Okay, then fucking pull up Steve Irwin shirtless. The guy's going to look great. He's going to be doughy as fuck. But
yeah.
I don't really care, dude. It takes muscles to fuck up a crocodile. And that dude just used to, I feel like you're using resources, Chris, that are not totally fair.
Yeesh.
Because
What
body.
do you mean not totally fair?
Well, I think using somebody's looks as a
No. This is not like superficial. This is
no, I know.
facts and logic. We're talking about he has strength and stamina.
Who?
Yarmir.
Yarmir Yager
Yeah, dude.
has stamina. Hockey is not a stamina sport. It's an anaerobic sport. You use all your energy and then you're fucking done. Then you get off. Steve Irwin wrestled wild animals
Okay. There's no
and won.
do you not
He lost
train-
once. You know how many times Yarmir Yager lost? Sure, he never died, but Steve Irwin only lost. Steve Irwin is like 6,001 in battles of hand-to-hand combat
Yeah.
with nature. Yarmir Yager? 0-0.
Yeah.
And it's possible that Yager has nausea, sleep problems, constipation, gas, and vomiting.
Nice.
Oh, because he's got fucking Chantix. Also, what is Chantix going to do? Steve Irwin wasn't a smoker.
it's
There's no way in hell.
a nootropic.
Smoking is. I don't think Chantix is.
It's nicotine. It stimulates the brainwaves.
Yeah, but it's fucking Chantix.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking Chantix.
I don't see how PEDs make him better than somebody who's wielding a weapon.
A fucking cushion, bro.
It's got poop all over
You're
it.
bringing a pillow fight. You think the guy from the fucking
He's already nauseous and gassy from
Potentially.
You know
It's a
what?
Chantix.
common side effect.
From Chantix.
Let's be clear. He has it. It doesn't mean that he's consumed it. Maybe my tactic is to make you fucking more nauseous, and you are shitting
Steve
even
Irwin
more.
doesn't get nauseous. Look at-
Unless he's taking Chantix because it's a fucking side
I know,
effect
but
of
the nausea
Chantix.
doesn't affect this guy. Are you kidding?
What are you talking
He
about?
sifts through poop. Poop, Chris.
What I'm trying to say is, it is my belief that Yarmir is physically more capable than Steve Irwin.
I think
I'm taking a hard stance.
I think
on
in a
that one.
very specific environment he is.
yes.
And I think given the vast array of environments in which Steve Irwin has had the opportunity to showcase his readiness for any challenge versus Yarmir Yager's singular stage for which to showcase his readiness. I think as long as this fight isn't on ice, I think Steve Irwin takes it pretty quickly.
What is coming from the sky?
Oh.
Is that an airdrop?
Another car.
This only helps my case.
All right.
Just got a free shield.
What?
Yeah. I got the 2015 Sports Almanac. And I'm assuming it's hardcover.
Wait.
So, yeah, Steve's going to use it as a shield to shield punches. Those books were not skinny.
Well, Yarmir Yager sparks joy.
Steve Irwin is the most happy man on earth. You're just putting him more into his element.
But I'm sparking joy. How can you want to inflict pain on somebody who sparks joy?
My argument is I don't even think Steve Irwin thinks it's a fight. I think given the look of Yarmir Yager
Mhm.
with the mullet, with it, this very well could be a new species of ape we're looking at.
So he's just going to admire me?
No, he's going to fucking tackle you, try to figure out where your private parts are, kind of figure all that out. Mating tendencies, food, make you poop, figure out what's going through that system.
Yarmir is going to grab the back of your shirt, pull it over your fucking face, and then just start hammering away at your face.
See, but that's where, like, you're assuming that I never fight back. and that you'll get close enough to me.
You're assuming the same thing. You
No.
said you'll tackle me because
I
I'm a
think
new version of ape.
Steve might get the drop on you.
I think Steve has the ranged weapon that Yarmir is lacking at this point with a sword. He could potentially
Wait. With a
not the sword with the couch cushion, and then he's got the book to use as, you know, as sort of hand to hand. If he wants to, he tapes the book to his chest or to his torso. You know, uses it as
It's really not that big.
Yeah.
it's more protection than Yarmir Yager's got.
But Yarmir knows how to fucking take a hit.
So does Steve Irwin.
Where's the proof of that?
He took one hit kind of bad.
And then
honestly.
died.
Poorly, yeah, but also he wrestled alligators.
But when did they get him? When they get him?
I mean, I'm sure you could probably look up
Those
Steve Irwin.
those were not sanctioned wrestling matches.
Yeah.
That he had.
An alligator doesn't know how to fucking wrestle.
Yeah, I feel like given the element, like fighting in hockey is not like fighting in real life.
You know, honestly, I think Steve might get a hold of Yarmir, give him like, you know, big old hug, but then ultimately release him.
Oh, yeah.
I think given Steve's showcased agility in high pressure
Exactly.
situations,
Yeah.
he's tough to get a hold of. And if Yarmir never gets a hold of Steve wins because he's got a ranged weapon.
I'd say this is a pretty fair fight because,
It's a fair fight, it certainly is.
yes.
But Steve wins.
I completely disagree because when has anyone who's about to fight go, oh no, he's got a book? Never.
I didn't say we're using the book as a weapon.
Necronomicon.
I'm using a book as protection for myself.
You're stuffing it in your shirt.
Yeah, as potential armor. You want to land a blow to one of my kidneys, to my
So it's
upper
under-
uterus?
Okay.
Fucking, I got a book there.
All
Suck
right.
it.
There's a
Trebek.
lot of other body to hit.
Yeah, but this is where I'm saying, like, he's so agile. How many times did he have to, wrestle a snake?
You're also assuming that Yarmir has only ever fought in the rink? Does a guy from the fucking Czech Republic strike you as somebody who only fights in the rink?
Well, given his history, he was like a huge pretty boy when he entered the league.
When has that ever stopped anybody? Mayweather? Also called a pretty boy.
Yeah, but Mayweather's sport is fighting.
But that's
I'm saying Yarmir's sport was not fighting, and his finesse style was not oriented towards fighting. I can't imagine that he trained to be a good fighter. That would have been a waste of training. And the organizations that own the rights to his contracts would have not wanted him fighting for risk of injuring himself and then becoming a completely worthless person on their team. I don't think he has the experience when it comes to hand-to-hand combat that you're giving him. And I think the only reason you're giving it to him is because he played hockey.
but also being from the Czech. Like you're talking about
you're assuming that people in Czech Republic are
this
just
whole
in the
game
streets.
is assuming though.
I know, and that's why I'm saying I don't agree with the assumption.
Okay.
We
Wait,
can
hold
play
on.
both sides of that coin.
Did Yarmir know the knuckle puck?
He may have.
It
I mean,
might
look
drive
at
Steve crazy.
well, Steve's not a lady though.
No, he's not a goalie.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, that's what he says. Goalie's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Yarmir, his finesse, his accuracy, dude's not gonna miss. I'm gonna land those fucking hits, dude.
I don't
My
know.
hand-eye coordination is off the
Well,
charts.
so is Steve's. First of all,
No way. He looked like a sloppy mess every time he got into an altercation with an animal.
I disagree because every time he had the snakes with the snake hook thing, he was fucking fantastic. So quick.
Also
In and
got bit by those snakes though.
So there goes your old argument about not being able to take a
Yeah,
hit
tough guy.
He could take a bite.
from a snake. I guarantee you, Yarmir Yager's never been bitten by snakes.
No, just only pummeled in the face.
I don't think he was in that many fights. That's what I'm saying. I mean, empirical data is not on your side for this part of the argument.
Oh, he's a lefty.
Puncher or shaker?
Left
Oh,
wing,
he
it
was
says.
a left winger, but he's a righty shot. I think. Or no,
Cent-
he is a left. He is
dirty
a left. He
centrist.
is left-handed. My bad. My
Never
bad.
mind. All right,
I'm an idiot.
comrade, let's go.
I think
This is a close one for me, but I think the Achilles heel of Steve Irwin is the fact that he's dead.
Also,
but I
he's
don't-
dead.
I don't think that it's fair in that regard to give me, or for me to be set up with a character that can, the
That's
Achilles heel can just say, well, the person's dead.
Well, it didn't say Steve Irwin on the card.
It does say Crocodile Hunter. So,
that was a choice.
but Crocodile Hunter is Steve Irwin. I mean,
Okay.
You know what I mean? That was why I said I'm electing to use his name here.
Okay.
Because who else is the Crocodile Hunter?
Robert Irwin.
I don't think he's more of a bird guy, I think.
They're the same, right? They're both dinosaurs.
Well played. But one does have hollow bones. So
Does that- I feel like one is more mobile.
yes, boards.
Yeah, you
I
just
w-
there's
I
like a
want my
very
board.
there's like a red zone with alligators and crocodiles that you don't go near. Like it's the face part.
Yeah,
Pretty easy.
but they're faster than us in circumstances that we're particularly slow as
35
well.
miles an hour.
Under the water, they're very quick. They can swim fast. They got webbed feet and big long tails.
But if he always got him on land. Like
I know.
He was like, we got to get it before it goes in the water.
I know, but what I'm saying is, you catch a crocodile in the death roll, you're fucked. That's beside the point. Why am I arguing for crocodiles right now? I'm just saying, I think Steve Irwin and Jaromir Jagr is a pretty great matchup.
Yes.
But I don't think you were given the tools to be able to combat the tools that I have. If we go strictly based on
Your
the tools.
sound so insane. A couch cushion and a book.
Yeah.
You talk about them like you have an AK-47.
Compared to Chantix and brightening people's day, yeah. Because I can hit you.
It's fair.
I don't know why I went full Chris Rock on that one, or Chris Tucker, excuse me.
Fair, but
What are you going to fucking ninja star me with the little Chantix like blister packs?
I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna do it.
Don't.
I'm gonna take my ice skates off and just fucking
You can't.
hack you to death.
No, that's not. No.
How do we know that he didn't just pop out of practice?
I feel like Jaromir is just constantly skating, and Irwin is like with the crocodiles, waiting for him to come on land.
I just don't think that. Again, like I don't think it's
Because Jaromir on the rink is like,
this isn't Jaromir Jagr in full hockey gear. This is the person Jaromir Jagr, who spends more time without his skates on than he does with.
But in the assuming game, I'm gonna take a hard stance. That he
You can't
has
take
his
a hard
skates.
stance
Dead
that he has
crocodile
fucking
hunter.
knives on his feet. That's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous? He's a professional hockey player.
Then I get the fucking cobra hook thing, and I'm just gonna poke both your eyes out.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Like these
But
are the
you
tools
think-
we're given.
but okay.
If it was Jaromir Jagr and you got hockey skates on one of the black cards, I'd say like, yeah, totally. I'm taking this way too seriously.
I know, because this is the most like close match we've had so far.
And neither of us are sucking the other one off. We're actually fighting this time. I don't know, dude.
There's no
Let's,
sexual connotations at
I think we
all.
got to throw this one to the fans.
Yeah, for
obviously, yeah.
I'm just saying we're not getting anywhere.
sure. Juan, come on.
Will Jaromir get death rolled into submission? Or will Steve Irwin give himself pink eye from his shit-stained weapon? Tune in next week on Dude Absolutely.
This week we have Entier the Dragon.
Oh, wow.
All right. So,
So good.
top tier is going to be Smog.
Oh,
Well known, feared, absolute beast.
very feared. Yes.
Middle tier, we have Falcor because
Oh,
luck dragon, but also kind of just a dog.
it's so cute.
So it's in the middle.
Very good.
On the bottom, HR Puffin stuff. Soft. Probably just an illusion from drugs. Probably not even a real
I
dragon.
didn't even realize that he was supposed to be a dragon.
I had to look that up on Wikipedia.
Wow.
I don't know HR Puffin stuff.
Nice boots though.
Old show. Super weird.
Before I was born show.
Before I was
Before I
born
was
show.
born.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very old.
Okay.
Look at this. Look at this kid here. Master of the pan flute.
He's got bell bottoms on. He is very 70s.
Okay, so first up we have Dragonheart. 1996.
Yeah, I remember. Right? That's the one where he takes part of his heart, puts it in the guy. Yeah. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
Dude, fucking, I think that's a smog dragon. That dude's fucking intense.
Okay, I believe you. I'm
What-
giving you on ones that I guess.
Oh, so you haven't seen it?
Correct.
Okay, so he's voiced by Sean Connery.
Oh, that's
Hence
why.
the image, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of confused.
Who was in that? Dennis Quaid, that's who was in it.
Yeah.
Holy shit, really? Oh, I gotta watch
And then
this.
Dina Meyer.
I love
from
DQ.
Starship
Guy's a
Troopers.
moron, but I do love him.
Oh, yeah.
Full idiot. Really good in Parent Trap.
Next up, we got Dragonite.
That has to be a smog tier.
Think so?
I think for two reasons.
Okay.
One, the like elusiveness of Dragonite. Like getting Dragonite in the original games was damn near impossible. And you had to want to do it so badly because Dratini wasn't available until after the Elite Four, I'm pretty sure, in the first games. Like you couldn't get there.
Dragonite is my top 2 fighters.
Yeah.
As far as like
Dragonite-
power levels.
And then
Yeah.
the second thing is it was the first ever pseudo legendary. They had to create an entire new
Oh.
category for Dragonite because every game has like its box art legendary and then it's got other legendaries that are part of the game, but there's singular ones in the game.
Next up, we have the Burninator. Trogdor.
Isn't there a song called Trogdor?
Holy shit, you guys don't know?
But I've heard the song. Who's it by though?
Strong Bad.
Yes, it was in Guitar Hero 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
God damn it, that's funny.
Yeah, the song is funny. It's like one of the last songs you can get in the
Trogdor.
game.
It's one of the, yeah.
It's like on the last tier because it's like so hard to play on guitar, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like impossible.
Oh.
Here I go once again with the email. Every week I hope that it's from a female. Oh man, it's not from a female. Hey Strongbad, can you draw a dragon? I want to see your skills of an artist. Okay. Well, G2G, guys are from California. Dragon? That's easy. Feel free to follow along with my simple step-by-step instructions. I make drawing fun. To begin, draw an S for snake, or dragon, or whatever. Next, we'll draw a more different S. For the head, put a top mark on a long V. Then you add some legs, throw on a couple of arms, and... Whoa, wait a minute. I think I need to start over. This thing doesn't look natural. Okay, starting again, the same way. S, more different S. Close it up real good at the top for his head, and then, using consummate V's, give him teeth, spinities, and angry eyebrows. And you can add smoke or fire, or maybe some wings. You know, if he's a wingaling dragon. Let's put one of those beefy arms back on him for good measure. That looks really good. Coming out of the back of his neck there. Now he needs a name. How about Trogdor the Burninator? Oh yeah. Check out all his majesty. Trogdor! Trogdor! Trogdor was a man. I mean, he was a dragon man. Maybe he was just a dragon. But he was still Trogdor! Trogdor! Burninating the countryside, burninating the peasants, burninating all the people in the thatched roof cottages! Thatched roof cottages! And the Trogdor comes in the night!
As a dragon? Oh man. This may be Smaug level, given the destruction.
I mean, yeah.
The Burninating.
yeah.
The burninating.
Oh, the thatched roof houses. Cottages, excuse me.
Cottages?
So good.
We got
Blue Eyes White Dragon? Motherfucker. I'm going to put this mid tier.
Really?
Yeah. Because everyone had one.
Oh, okay.
If you bought the Blue Eyes White Dragon fucking starter pack thing, booster pack or whatever the hell it was called. It was a starter pack. It was like came with 5 packs in it or whatever. And then it had the Blue Eyes White Dragon one. It was like you could see it.
Okay.
It was like one of the most purchased card packs ever.
Nice.
Because everybody wanted Blue Eyes White Dragon. It wasn't even the best card though. Red Eyes Black Dragon?
I've heard of it.
I didn't get to tell you about this. Well,
Please.
first, okay, mid-tier.
Yeah.
So my first day of work at the tattoo shop, we're looking for business cards, and the guy's helping me, and he's like, I know we've got more somewhere, and he's opening drawers. He opens up one drawer, all Pokemon cards. At the front desk, there's just a fucking huge drawer filled with Pokemon cards.
I would love to go through that.
So goddamn funny.
That's awesome.
Like, those are cards, but not the ones we're looking for.
Right. Would you like to call me sometime? I'm Bulbasaur.
Bulbous.
Dial Boba.
Coming out a little strong with Bulbasaur.
This is my sister, Vulvasaur.
All right, next up we got. You might appreciate this one. I'm not sure how far into the show this is, but we have a dragon painted right on the blade.
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
But that sounds like it's going to be something I'm very excited about.
I don't remember what season that was.
Painted on the blade is so fucking funny, Mara. God damn it, you're funny. Oh, God.
Is it Hufflepuff? Because, I mean,
it's pretty soft. It's pretty soft. Is it Hufflepuff? It's HR Puff and stuff.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
so funny. No, that's really good. That made me happy as fuck.
All right, next up we got Double Dragon.
Oh, man, the Battletoad crossover. That was
Yep.
so fucking insane.
Okay, never seen it. Don't know what it is.
The guy
But
on
the
the
gu-
left,
Yeah.
you recognize him?
Yeah. Is he who I think it is?
Have you seen John Wick 3?
No. Is he in The Big
Oh,
Short?
no, wait.
Does he play the asshole guy in The Big Short?
I don't know, but he's bald Japanese guy. There's an incredible scene.
Says John Wick 3.
It is John Wick 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he was on the next Iron Chef. He was the guy.
He was
Oh!
the guy.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's who it is. Okay, that makes more sense. Here's who I thought it was, and the more I think about it, the more like his facial structure doesn't really match that at all.
Mr. Miyagi?
No, I'm not that racist. I mean, that's. I
What-
thought he was an older Japanese man from an older movie.
Oh.
Anyways, okay, I thought it was Brian Mann is his name.
That doesn't sound Japanese at all.
He is Japanese. I thought it was this guy.
Oh.
And now I realize like they don't look alike at all. But from the side profile, it sort of looked like he had an intense face.
It's one of those John Leguizamo moments.
That's a good call.
He actually fucking does look like him though. He really does. Like they really do look alike. I that one I will not. I admit when I think somebody looks like somebody else and I'm wrong. Like in this case, I stand by that John Leguizamo comment.
I mean,
I have no clue.
so they are
I'm leaving this up to you.
incredible fighters. There's inner turmoil, and there's a smidge of softness. I'm mid-tier.
Or do you want to put him A tier?
Yeah, maybe A-tier.
Not quite the smog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if they're incredible fighters in spite of inner turmoil, that kind of is like, well, what if they weren't
Yeah.
having the turmoil? Where would they be?
If we're just side-scrolling, these guys are fucking monsters.
Mecha Doragon from Mega Man 2.
Oh.
This motherfucker.
Wow.
Such a dick.
Absolutely. It was like the platforms you had to stand on to fight this guy.
Nearly impossible
Very
boss
difficult.
level.
I'm going to let you take this one.
All of daycare for one day. They got a Super Nintendo at daycare when I was a wee lad, and I was super excited to play the Super Nintendo. So I wanted to bring a game with so that I could play, like guarantee that I would be able to play the
Ah.
Super Nintendo. Because I was like, well, I fucking brought this, so I brought Mega Man 2, and we beat the game in one day.
Whoa.
But it took all the children to beat Mecha Doragon. I mean, it was Like we had to bring in the big kids. We had to be like, all right, those that are more dexterous, come over here and help us. Us 4-year-olds suck at this shit.
You with the 5 o'clock shadow.
You who should not be in daycare. Are you in daycare or are you just fucking the daycare lady's daughter? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, as a dragon, it's top tier. I think it's top tier in like multiple different tier lists though.
Yeah.
It's like boss difficulty, it's up there. This one, I think it goes left of Dragonheart. I think it's about as Smaug as you get. Yeah, he does it.
I thought he was wearing a blazer, which
ready to fuck you up and for an interview.
yeah, or like was just a dragon, but also
Matching eyeshadow.
He's a well put together boss.
but also like a 90s comic dragon,
Yes.
prop comic for sure.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, he was the Jeff Dunham of dragon comedy.
All right, Dragon's Lair. This is
Okay,
kind of obscure, I think.
This one is obscure because it wasn't it not a game?
It's a cartoon, but yeah, I remember really wanting to play it, but I did not understand how to play it because it was a game,
But it wasn't one that had
not a normal game.
No, not at all. Cause like the movement and everything was all fucking weird.
You had to like time inputs
Yes.
with whatever's happening on.
Yes.
It's like it was like the first time they used quick time events, basically.
What was this on PC?
It was an
or-
It was an
arcade
arcade game.
I mean, they put it on a bunch of consoles,
Oh.
but they changed the game when they ported it
Right.
over. The original one used like fully animated sequences, like
Oh, wow.
hand drawn.
Like it was brilliant. It was like Disney level animation.
I mean, that
Which
guy
actually-
looks phenomenal.
Actually leads me to my second point, which is this the game they play in a particular Disney movie? And I think the movie, weirdly,
Wait, is it that Macaulay Culkin one where he goes into the books?
Page Master.
Page
no,
Master?
I don't think so.
Oh. Yo, that's the guy who did it?
Don Bluth.
Fuck yeah.
Can you look up?
Anastasia. Dude, Anastasia. Have you seen Anastasia?
No.
It's such an incredible.
I've seen Fantasia.
It's coming to Netflix. It's a live action movie.
What the fuck?
I'm on this website and it says Dragon's Lair was an early user of the QuickTime event.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm a nerd.
But
Wow.
that's, I mean, nerd, but smart as hell. Well done.
Is that
The first time I remember that stuff after Dragon's Lair was Shenmue.
Are those guys sailors? Maybe.
is the QuickTime event? Is that part of the Mandala effect?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Big like letter will show up on the screen and you have to hit that button. Otherwise, some shit falls on your head or game over. They were in God of War.
Landon asks me like every day, when's God of War 5 coming out?
God of 5.
God of 5. And I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. But
It's God of War and Party of 5 crossed over. These are getting really tame all of a
dude, so
sudden.
many people in the 90s had Rudy face.
I'm missing.
Football player?
Rudy.
Fuck is that guy's name?
I don't know.
Frodo Baggins?
Deep voice.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh!
Ultimo Dragon.
Now this is a
Legend of professional wrestling.
Absolute
Yes.
legend.
How can you carry all those belts? How was
Holy
wrestling
shit.
fake? Look at all that weight.
Damn.
It ain't fake. I hate
What was
when
that
people
guy,
say
like
that.
5'3"?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Low center of gravity, and he's, oh man, what a beast.
He's probably packing heat too.
Did you ever see like the acrobatics that this guy would,
Mm-mm.
oh, it was
I was too
incredible.
late to wrestling.
So fucking good. Yeah, I remember watching. He was on that WCW game,
yeah.
and that was always the go-to. Is like, let's watch him do a fucking tornado spin into some guy's chest. Let's hear your best wind noise. What if it's like whipping around?
Close the window.
Very good.
Thank you. Hey, I learned how to do that because of a health project another person did in 7th grade.
Blowing into someone's asshole, or
No, they were talking about natural disasters or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. And his part of the project was they were talking about blizzards. And he stood off to the side of the projector screen and just did that noise the whole time. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I was like, bro, you are killing it right now. All right, next.
Yeah, we got to put him somewhere.
Smaug. You kidding
All right,
me?
Yeah, I mean, we just watched a fantastic display.
And he only got better. It was unbelievable.
We forgot to put Dragon Slayer somewhere.
Yeah, I think it goes mid-tier to low-tier.
Yeah.
I actually go soft. This is literally like a Disney animation.
True.
Yeah, that's about as soft as it fucking goes.
Yeah.
Another wrestler, a little less known as Dragon.
That's. I thought you just typed dragon
No.
twice.
That's what I thought,
The name
too.
is
No,
Dragon
because
Dragon.
there's a long history of dragons in wrestling.
Oh,
And eventually
so-
in Chikara, they said, fuck it, we're just going to have an actual dragon.
and it's giving
And
named
it's gonna be Dragon. Yep.
That's so funny.
And there was a storyline where
Wait, is that based?
this storyline is, check it. One of the characters is a knight.
Oh.
But like a literal knight, like from like traveled in time to wrestle in this promotion. So they were having a tag team tournament and he was having trouble finding a tag team partner. So he went back in time and got a younger version of himself to be his tag partner. And then, the younger version of himself wasn't as serious, not as chivalrous, not as serious about like fighting dragons. Befriended Dragon, and they would just hang out all the time and shop at Target.
Yeah, that's based.
Oh,
That's super based.
wow.
Yeah, and this guy,
That's like Nicki Minaj super bass.
and he would try to
Ooh.
actually wrestle without the fucking mascot head falling off. It was pretty
Yeah,
hilarious.
Jesus H. And you
This-
can't
this-
sew it on because
this-
it's got to come off afterwards.
This dragon right here, right next to him, is Retail Dragon. He actually came out in a Walmart vest, and it said, "How may I hurt you?" on the back.
Oh.
Wow. See, lower tier wrestling is brilliant.
Yeah. Mid
I don't
tier.
even call it. Yeah, I don't want to call it lower tier, but like I would say less publicized wrestling.
Very soft looking dragon.
Yeah. But
So awesome.
that whole story, but
So awesome.
Retail Dragon.
Got one more, and it is that wagon. Alex the Dragon.
Oh wow, nice. That's really good. Thank you, Mara.
So fucking good. Top fucking tier.
I think so.
Smaug ass. You got that Smaug ass.
Oh wow, that's really funny. Well done. And it didn't require you to set us up for failure.
Oh wow, yeah,
First
there were
time.
none.
It was
None
the first
fails.
time for everything. I like it. I'm happy.
Plus, all of the purple stuff is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, I did put some purple stuff in there.
It was good.
I want some of that purple stuff.
Yeah.
The Sunny D commercial. I love him.
What's up with that purple?
Well
drink?
done. That is a great tier.
Yeah. Plus, we got to hear best around. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
It was fun.
absolute bang.
I don't have a correct answer because I forgot to save it.
Ah.
But I think, hold on, let me just,
I mean, we threw everything to Smaug.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of one that might be different here. Oh, Dragonite. Because I feel like the Dragonair and Dratini, much cuter.
Certainly
I've-
cuter.
I think they should do a She's All That with Dragonite, where
Look
they
up-
make the
have you seen
nerdy
a sh-
ass turn into like the Dragonair version of
Have
it.
you seen a shiny Dragonite?
Isn't it just a different color?
It's way cuter.
It was pretty dope.
It's so sick.
That was me.
That was my headphones.
That buzz.
No, that was Chris.
Oh, okay.
That's what happens when you're near.
You want
microphone.
again?
Oh.
Yeah. It interacts with the.
I'm a vacuum.
You're a
So
you're
I
a big idiot.
I do know I had this one on the bottom,
Okay.
and it just felt very like, what is it, Aryan? I definitely had
Oh, it's so good, Mara.
Battletoads up here.
God, I wish it was a 3-headed dragon so they could have made a swastika out of the 3 heads and the tail.
Oh shit! I was gonna tell you guys I finally hit 165 today.
Hey!
Today.
Good for you, dude. That's awesome.
I
couldn't
probably
believe
lost 10 pounds after the magnesium citrate.
Is it like your that Voop stuff or whatever? The guy that's like, it's mud water. That guy?
Oh,
Like
the
that also.
fucking mudwater guy.
Yeah.
More like
yeah.
magnesium shit trait.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth it.
Wasn't.
Sorry.
Anyway. All right. What's up next? Are we on to sports?
Sports.
Rory he was a small bean
Yeah.
of a boy.
He was a tennis player first, right?
I think so.
It's
Sounds about right.
a Dutch. Do you remember this guy?
So yeah, so he was tennis player, and he like famously would like play against women, and it was obviously chauvinistic, and then he went over to golf at the ripe old age of
At the height of the steroid era.
yes, at the ripe old age of 22, and immediately took off.
The pro?
Yes, it
At the
became-
pro? At
yes.
the yearly pro.
He went to the yearly pro, 3M Propen.
The U.S. Open. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
There we go.
yes.
U.S. Open.
Yep.
You know, some people are subpar. He was always subpar, which is a good thing in golf.
I've heard that, yeah. Being a big fan. At this, there was this certain year at the Pro-Am where he met Jack Nicholson.
Oh
The actor from The Departed.
And Shining. Yeah. Why would you pick Departed?
yeah, The Shining every time.
He's my favorite character in The Departed.
And this guy, he just says, "You ever try just like trying to win?" And then Roy was like, that's mind blowing advice, because he didn't actually try to win. The year before, didn't try at all, and it didn't work, unsurprisingly.
He was just there for the hang mostly.
So get some balls. You
That's
like
so
using
mu-
the cleaners.
Well, his whole thing was it was so much more fun to hang out with the guys than it was to hang out with the gals playing tennis.
Yeah, exactly.
As much fun as it was to beat the shit out of them in tennis, it just wasn't
Yeah.
fulfilling as
Yeah.
But he had this
dude time.
he had this year, a really great year, where he was a very efficient stroker. Yeah, and had a great finish.
Yes.
He actually broke
Roommate. His roommate was from Finland. Great Finnish roommate.
hockey player
Yes. Jaromir Jagr. Go ahead.
killed by a
Crocodile Hunter.
crocodile
Son of
enthusiast.
a bitch. I don't confer with that story, but keep going.
He had no bogeys on his 6. They were all taken care of. Goose looking out for him.
So
How the fuck did he
So
slip a Top
good.
Gun reference into me?
so good.
That's so good.
They say he was going to be the next Tiger Mask.
Yeah.
Tiger Mask 6, because they're on, I believe that, no, they were on 5, yeah.
Right.
Set to replace Mitsuharu Misawa
Mhm.
as Tiger Mask.
Kind of like the whole Chris Farley Beverly Hills Ninja thing. They were like, let's get
You put the mask
a
on.
definitely not guy that works in this to play the character. Right?
No, he worked perfectly. He was very. I feel like you don't even know the history.
The sport of this, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were the sports guy.
I know, but I thought
I thought you'd chime in with the like actual things, but
Yeah.
I guess it's just kind of a joke.
well,
Seems
to-
like it's just a joke to you.
I have laughed a lot. But I will say you guys nailed most of it. Sure, couple blemishes on the storytelling, but not stuff I would have worried about. I mean,
Yeah.
you missed the record-breaking stuff.
No, I was
with the
getting to
yeah,
that.
Oh, well, okay. Well, then my bad.
He had this big vinyl collection and did kind of bad on one of the holes, and he broke like 6 of his Beatles records.
Yeah.
They're valuable
Which is weird because he was so happy,
Mm-hmm.
but he couldn't help it. He just had to smash those records.
Mm-hmm. And everyone was like, why did you bring your collection
That was another weird thing.
to the chorus? That's another thing you got to carry around
Yeah.
with your clubs. Disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly isn't respectful
Right.
of the game or the records.
Mm-hmm. Like you're trying to putt and the guy you're up against is just
Like,
scratching records.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a cool noise. Yeah, I mean, enthusiasm-wise, you guys couldn't be more thrilled to tell this story.
Yeah.
I'm riveted.
Well, I was trying to give it the golf enthusiasm.
Right.
So riveting.
Mm-hmm.
High pressure.
Like behind me needs to be
Giving it the golf clap.
the music from the golf pros.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, you want to hear the music that they play at these tournaments? Was that the end? Was those all the facts?
Yeah, that's all I had. I forgot what some of these were. One of them says clubs made of lead, but I don't remember why I said that.
Oh, you guys properly butchered the shit out of that story. That was well done.
It was the greatest U.S. Open performance.
Yes.
Yes.
The lead thing, that's funny because I'd forgotten that because I was going to say his career ended because he went mad from all of the lead in his clubs. That's funny that you went with that.
We both wanted. Oh, because
We want him to go.
we heard lead.
What was the lead
We
thing?
heard lead.
Because I said he led after every round.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
we both grabbed lead out of that.
Literal lead. Superman couldn't see his clubs.
Well done, guys. That was horrible. That was truly atrocious.
We'll try to make it worse in the edit.
Yeah,
God, that was bad.
We're going to make you look dumb.
As you should. And I'm not going to watch it anyway, so. Well, anyway, this was fun.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Chris hates me more than I thought he did, but
Not even a little bit.
I think there's, if I need anyone in my life to hate me, it's fine if it's you. It's such a shitty thing to say.
That's an incredible insult.
Yeah.
It's like backhand, but on your back of your hand is brass knuckles.
It's like the 5-fingered brass knuckles.
All right, I'm going to piss myself.
Yeah, I got a shit, so I'm going home for that.
I did all that yesterday.
Hey,
Nice.
bingo. Same time next week.
Dude.
Absolutely.
Dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, absolutely.